Welcome back to another video of Sweet Dog. Today we're doing, solo Cuphead. We're gonna just do this. So after starting and heading over to this Apple guy to claim 3 free coins, we started our first run and gun, Forest Follies. Now personally I'd spent 2.5 hours on this. And in fact, I was having so much trouble I needed to text Salty to see if he had any advice for me. But this was really tough for me. I was eventually able to do it, and yeah. Next up was the root pack, which you could call the first bosses in the game. There's the potato, the onion, and the carrot. Potato is easy, but you can sometimes choke on him. Onion's just plain easy altogether. His attacks are predictable, I'd say. And then with the crack shot, it makes the carrot really easy. And another boss beaten. Next up we have Goopy Legrand, which I think is an interesting boss. His jump patterns are a bit awkward at first, but like, you can get used to them. This time I wasn't really used to like ducking to that attack. I normally try to run away, which is why I lost some health to it. Then he takes a pill and grows big, which I kind of find like another kind of, I know, I don't want to say disturbing, but he did kind of take a drug so that he could be more powerful. And then next you literally kill him and he becomes a grave, and let me just say with Crackshot, the grave phase is just so easy. There is no challenge to it, and that's what I like about it. Next up is Hildeberg, which is the hardest boss on Inkwell 1. It's also the first plane fight. She starts out by just being normal, and then she turns into a constellation, which is always a sheep or boar or cow or whatever on the first time. Then she goes back to normal. And next time she can either be the archer, which is literally impossible, or the sisters, which is possible. And so I prayed to RNGesus, and luckily we got the sisters. And our final phase is the moon phase. This is the hardest phase of all. Like, I made it to there with 4 health and lost all of it just so quickly. It's just painful. I mean, as another YouTuber once said it, this is the boss that teaches you to get good at, that tells you to get good at multitasking or quit. And like, yeah. I mean, for me, hours of work. This boss was just painful. I would not want to fight it again. I mean, maybe that I have bombs now, it might be more easy, but yeah. Tree Trop Troubles was a very easy run and gun. There's not much to say about it. Easy boss at the end, just easy altogether. Next up is You Know 'Em, You Love 'Em, Cagney Carnation. Definitely favorite boss in the entire game. I just find his attacks like so fun to watch and so fun to play against. Like the machine gun attack is fun, the face attack also fun, his boomerang attack is fun, his acorn attack is fun. And then in phase 2, like, I just like how you're limited to only a couple platforms while like facing the pollen and like the vines creeping up it. I think this is just an altogether really good boss fight, and many others would agree with me on that. Boy, I went through too much trouble fighting these frogs. Now, I was able to complete first, second phase without taking any damage all the time. It was just so easy and predictable attacks. But just, it all came down to the third phase, and I kind of made like a list for it. Like, easiest is the snake, second easiest is the bull, and hardest is definitely the tiger. Which, yeah, I seem to be getting the most. But eventually I was able to beat these guys when I realized that it wasn't worth saving up for the super EX since it was only an up-down, and I was just spamming the normal EX shot, which I felt was a good strategy at the end of the day.
A brawl is surely brewing.
Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm gonna make a second and third and fourth video on this since I already purchased the DLC, as you see with Mrs. Chalice here, and yeah, I really enjoy this game, and I'm looking forward to doing more stuff on it in the future. Goodbye.